Yo, 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 YouTube. Welcome back to the Dollar Box. If you're new here, this channel is dedicated to helping collectors and investors purchase low dollar cards and flip them for profit or use them to build their collections. And today's episode is about how to use eBay to sell low dollar cards and make sure you make a profit off of them. So thank you for joining us. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. I do try to post every day, 2 days, something like that. So there's going to be plenty of content to go. Check out the other previous videos, and hope you enjoy the show. There's essentially 3 store plans you're going to choose from. First is the starter plan, which is $4.95 per month if you pay annually. Basic, which is $21.95. Or premium, which is $59.95. If you're going to be a low dollar, high volume seller, you're going to pretty much need the premium plan because you're going to have too many items to list for the other 2 store options. Everyone on eBay will eventually have to be on managed payments. I suggest signing up for it right away. I've been on managed payments for a couple months. It's fantastic. It gives you a lot more listings for free, as we'll see in a second, as well as it helps you manage those costs by taking the fees out up front, so you just get a deposit for your profits. So what do you get for your $59.95 subscription? Quite a bit, actually. You get 500 free auction listings per month, up to 1,000 in certain categories, which does not include sports cards, unfortunately. But then it's 15 cents per auction over that. You also get 50,000 fixed price listings. Okay, so now that we know what our eBay plan is going to be, what it's going to cost us, and how many listings we get, being fixed listings and auction listings free per month, let's show you how to take advantage of that. So you're going to get a certain number of auctions free per month, so we'll start there. If you're in the $59.95 plan, which is what I have for a store subscription, you get 500 free auction listings per month. So instead of paying an insertion fee, it's free to your list. So basically it's a no risk that way. If it sells, then they charge you the final value fee. But if it doesn't sell, you can simply relist it and you don't have any expense in that. So I suggest, especially on low dollar cards, even if they are more than $1, starting all your auctions at 99 cents. Because the goal here would be to get someone to buy multiple cards. So if you're listing 500 cards, if you can sell them in groups of 10, 20, 30 to buyers and collectors, that's going to be your best case scenario. Because of a card that sells for 99 cents, once you take out the fees and everything else, you're not going to be left with any profit hardly. Actually, you wouldn't at all, depending on your cost of that card. So, and I do talk about this in a previous video. I'll put the link in here. But I do go over a sale that I have for a low dollar card, single card, and what that means for your profit. So let's talk about shipping. So for shipping, I offer free shipping on all my listings. Honestly, it actually makes it easier to deal with because people will buy multiple cards at a time. If they win an auction, they may come back and buy another card out of my fixed listings, things like that, and then they want combined shipping, and so you're constantly sending out these invoices when you're selling multiples of cards, which is what you're going to do if you're selling low dollar cards. So I just do free shipping. Now, the only thing about that is I essentially take a loss if I sell a single card at 99 cents and that's the only card the person buys. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. The way I look at it is, no, I didn't make a profit on that particular card, but it's obviously a discounted, inexpensive, quarter bin type card, so dollar bin type card. So I look at it like that's a way for me to be tested by a new customer. So for example, let's say I have, and again, I primarily sell Brett Favre cards, so your experience could be different. You could be selling a different player, you could be selling all Hall of Famers, you could be doing baseball, basketball. I mean, the principle applies regardless. I'm just sharing my experience of what I do, but if I have someone, a collector, come in and they buy one Brett Favre card for 99 cents, I pack it up real nice and I ship it out to them. There's pretty good odds that they're going to be back to purchase some other cards that they need. They probably aren't collecting one single Brett Favre card. If it's an investor, they'd be looking at buying quantities likely anyway. So let's say I have a listing of 1992 Topps, which is Brett's first Topps card. So those go for a premium. If I have an investor come in and I've got 5 of them in stock, they're probably going to buy probably all of them, but sometimes 2 or 3 at a time. It's pretty rare I sell a single one of those. So don't have to worry too much about the investment potential cards for that part of the market, but you do have to look at it for the collector. So anyway, so I do 99 cent, free shipping on all purchases. Now, how do I ship them? All right, let's see how we do shipping on our low dollar card sales. So if I sell a single card, it's real simple. I reuse top loaders that I get. When I buy collections, a lot of times I'll get them in top loaders, or even if I buy stuff for my own collection. I don't use top loaders. I keep all my cards in card savers because they're potential grading. I collect PSA cards. So I just reuse the top loaders for shipping. So I virtually have no expense in supplies for shipping cards. Same with sleeves. I get hundreds and thousands of these from buying collections and lots and stuff. So I just reuse the ones that I get. I haven't bought sleeves or top loaders in, I don't know, a couple of years. So they go for a long time. A couple times I have bought big lots of top loaders. Some card stores and big flippers and stuff will sell big lots of top loads. So if you need them, you can get 400 used top loads for 20 bucks or something like that. So you can buy them too at a small expense. So anyway, so we have our single card here that we sold. We top load it. Then we use masking tape only, masking or painter's tape, never Scotch tape. Put a little piece of tape on it, pinch it real nice, and then simply in a small envelope. I use the security envelope just so nobody sees that there's a card in there or merchandise in there. Make sure you lick it and seal it real good, or use a wetter and seal it. And then I just self-address it. So nothing fancy, no labels, nothing like that. Keep that cost down. The envelopes are about $0.01 a piece at Walmart. So you don't have much expense at all in shipping a single card. So if I have 2 thin cards that fit in a top loader, I will do that. Otherwise, if it's a couple cards that don't fit in a top loader, what I'll do is I'll sleeve the 2 cards together. Usually just put them back to back. Sleeve. And then I will take a small size. These are the store safe ones. I use the small ones for 2 cards. So you just slide that in there. And again, that would go in a plain white envelope for a 1 stamp fee. So you can fit pretty much 4 cards in an envelope before it's going to be over the 55 cents. So if we have 4 cards here, so if we are shipping 4, I use the oversized sleeve. Got my 4 cards in there. They're packed pretty nice. Then I use the full size, or the oversized UltraPro. They slide in pretty nice, store pretty safe, and then that would go in a plain white envelope as well. So you can get quite a bit out of the plain white envelope as far as shipping. Now let's say I sell 8 cards, 9 cards, something like that. So my process for that would be to top load 2 of them. So I would have one there. And then I would top load a second card. So we've got 2 top loaded. Then I would take all the additional cards, put them in the thick sleeve, or use more than one thick sleeve if you have to. Then I make my sandwich like this. Use the masking tape. Tape up all 4 sides. Then I put it in a team baggie, which I don't have one of those here with me right now, but put it in a team baggie. Then I put it into a 6x9 envelope. I fold it once, like that. Lick and seal, or self-seal if you have self-sealing envelopes. And then I print a label for shipping here, because obviously one stamp doesn't cut it. However, this is still thin enough. I don't send it as a package. I send it as a thick envelope. So usually on this many cards, I can ship it for $1.20 up to $1.50. So there's still good profit in that, even after paying for the shipping. The envelopes I would get off of Amazon, they're just 6x9 manila envelopes. I think I pay 12 cents a piece, maybe 8 or 12, somewhere in there. I'd have to go back and check, but they're not very expensive. So it's a great way to save on your costs. So I love the free shipping. I think it works really well for this type of business, this type of sales. It's easy for people to want to buy from you because they are getting a good price, and it's not 90% of their price is shipping. So I think it's a great way to approach it if you want to be successful selling low dollar cards. The shipping free, I think, is the great and only real approach to take in selling low dollar cards. Somebody's not going to want to buy a 99-cent card and then pay $3.85 shipping. So you have to control those shipping costs in order to do business. The other advantage is when people buy multiples, yes, I'm giving free shipping, but they're still, you're making a profit, but you're not paying shipping for each individual card. So any orders over $25 I do with tracking and ship as a package. When you're shipping 25 cards, it's going to be too bulky to ship as an envelope anyway. So that allows me the extra coverage, if you will, to prove that I shipped those cards, because you don't want to take a loss on a $25 sale. However, if I sell a card for 99 cents and I ship it in an envelope and it doesn't get there, I won't make the customer take the loss. Obviously, I would refund them, but I'm out only 99 cents. So, and that's just some of the risk of doing business when you're doing mail business. It can be a lot better than if you're selling $1,000 card and the person doesn't get it, or they don't think it's in the right condition and they want to ship it back and be refunded that way. That's at least not something you have to deal with much with a 99-cent card. I've sold thousands of cards and I've only had a few that never really got there or weren't the way the customer had expected it. So not a big issue. So I think shipping it as cheap economically, I don't want to say cheap, but economically as possible is to the advantage of you and the buyer. So why eBay? So I know there are other options out there. There's Star Stocks for rookie cards. There's ComC. If you want to send them bulk cards, you can get listed. I don't think either of them are a great platform for selling low dollar cards. And the reason I say that is because not being able to control the inventory can be an issue. I will buy a lot of 185 cards. I can list them the next day on eBay and have them organized. Yes, that does take some time. I agree with that. But when they sell, I can ship them out. If I send them to ComC, they're going to take months for them to even log. And then by that time, you know, prices could have changed. It could be an off season, where obviously during the season or pre-season, it's easier to sell cards. There's more thought into that particular player or sport. So it becomes a challenge if you're not controlling the inventory yourself. I think the costs are actually pretty similar between all of those platforms. eBay's might be a tad higher, but with managed payments and things like that, costs and fees and stuff have been a lot easier to handle because basically the person pays for their auctions or their purchases, and then you get a deposit of those funds either daily or weekly, however you set it up, you know, once they post through ACH. So you don't have to worry about fees being charged to you later on and PayPal fees and things like that. If you sell a card for 10 bucks and they put $8 in your checking account, $8 was what you had to take care of. The fees, all that came out of it already. So I think there's a vast advantage to using eBay. The other thing with eBay is they give you the free auction listings, and there is no fixed listing fees up to 50,000 listings in the particular plan that I have. Yes, there is the store monthly fee of 60 bucks, but then I know exactly what I'm going to be paying, and then that's it, other than the back end sales costs. So I don't have to plan for costs that aren't generated by sales other than the 60 bucks. So I like that a lot. And if I want to take those cards off of eBay and go sell them on Facebook Marketplace personally to someone, which happens often. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave comments down below. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this channel. We appreciate your support. The channel is growing. And we will have another episode out to you very soon.